everyone, Randy here. Welcome to the Chaotic Creative. Hi, get down. Nope, wrong way. Get down. Thank you, sir. I love you. Yeah, be mad I put you on the couch. Punk. So, I have been trying to record for over 2 hours at this point. Cannot get my microphone, either of them, to connect to my phone. So I'm going to have to go through and post and crank the audio on this, which I hate doing because what is the point of having a damn microphone if it doesn't make your workflow easier? So these are going in the trash because that's exactly what they are. I would give you a brand for this, but there are 50 different various brands of this all over Amazon that cost between $35 and $50. This particular model was $50. Thought it would be good middle of the road. No, it's connected maybe 2 times out of 100 attempts. And when I finally had it connected, I walked away for a second to go grab something and the phone screen timed out and the connection was gone. So yeah, this video is going to be a kind of short vlog just to get something up because everyone's advice of pre-film content so you have a backlog of things to edit through and post whenever you need to sounds good in theory, until you have so much shit recorded that looking at the sheer volume of hours of footage you now have to scrub through is so overwhelming that you just don't do it. Any of it. At all. That's where I'm at right now. It is February 11th. Today? Yes. Because it is a week before my birthday. My birthday is February 18th, which is next Wednesday, and today is also Wednesday, so that makes today the 11th. But in line with those junk microphones, this video is going to be having a short little chat about getting rid of junk. And I don't just mean clutter. I mean purchasing higher quality items in lieu of the instant gratification of being able to afford something slightly cheaper now instead of waiting a little bit to get something of higher quality. I no longer have Amazon Prime, which has greatly eliminated my ability to just go buy shit and have it arrive in 24 hours, 12 hours, sometimes same day, 2 to 4 business days, sometimes less, and not have to pay shipping. Not having to pay shipping was the primary reason I continued to keep Amazon Prime, but now if you buy something that's over a certain quantity, a lot of times you don't have to pay shipping anyway. So, I ordered myself a set of Rode wireless microphones because Rode is good quality, and I got the mini ones, not the big chunky square ones like you see everybody having. They're smaller, and I found that they had some in red, and even the little fluff that goes on top to prevent wind noise is also red, and that makes me happy because despite everything in the shop being orange, I am very much a red kind of girl. The only reason I could get those is because my mom and my aunt sent me some money for my birthday, which is next week. So I got those microphones, and I got one other thing to replace another junk thing. And I'm so excited about this thing because I actually bought this locally. I wish there were more places to buy things locally. I grow tired of having to purchase things sight unseen from some random amorphous internet entity that doesn't have your best interests at heart. Because I got that money for my birthday, I took my junk brother 1034D or whatever to the shop. There is a place that repairs sewing machines, sergers, and also vacuum cleaners. And also sells sergers and sewing machines and vacuum cleaners. And they do like quilting classes and stuff, which is kind of cool. That's not really my thing, but yeah. So, went in, was having a chat with the girl, explained what was wrong with it, and after both of us looking at it and trying to figure out what the hell it was, we figured out that it was that the loopers were so close together that somehow one of them or both of them had gotten bent, so every time it moved, it was actually cutting the thread, and that's why it wouldn't form loops like it's supposed to. Because I was like, oh, it's not an operator error, because I rethreaded that thing like 20 damn times, and it would not go no matter what I did. So it wasn't me. Yes, it is easy to thread, but it's a piece of junk. To get it repaired was going to be $200 plus any parts that needed to be replaced. I only paid $200 for the thing because I got it when it was on sale. That's ridiculous. So, she showed me a few other models that are of sturdier construction and have more metal parts and less plastic parts, and are actually even easier to open up and thread than the brother. So, I now have this thing, which I have not taken out of the box yet because I had to do all the running around to get everything before work 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Yesterday? Yesterday? I don't know. When you work 6 days a week, 7 days in a row, the days just all kind of blend. I honestly don't know at this point. I think it might have been yesterday. Regardless, I now have a Baby Lock Vibrant, and I have watched some videos, and I already have all of the thread cones and whatnot to thread the thing. I will not be threading the thing on camera, but I am going to take it out of the box and take a look at it. And don't mind my emotional support, Wolf-chan. I am needing the emotional support. It is dealing with the microphone issue for literally 2 hours when all I wanted to do was sit down and film like a 10-minute video is so aggravating. I cannot believe that I didn't cry about it, but I was so pissed I just didn't have it in me. Yeah. Also, this says, do not open with sharp instrument. Handle with care. Open this end. Oops. Gonna do it anyway. Because we're only cutting through the tape. Honestly, it's not like I'm going to be curse stabbing all the way down. Every time I see people open things with kitchen knives, I'm like, girl, what did you do? Don't do that. That is not kosher. Okay. And I have a space on my shelf now because the junk serger, that shop, I was like, well, what can I do with this? Because, you know, it doesn't work. Do you guys take donations for people to, like, learn how to fix stuff? Because I'll give this to you. This thing is a heap, and it's well past its return window. So, you know, do you want it? She was like, oh, yeah, we take donations of machines. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I will leave this here with you. And now I have less crap in my house. Thank you. So, yeah, it's, what a year this last month has been. Right, everyone? Right. Thread and end catch. Pedal and plug. All the spool things and the cleaning things. I have an orange cat that is staring at me intently right now. All right, so there's that. I am going to do the smart thing and pick this up from the top and get my hands under it. Maybe. Is this thing gonna come out of the styrofoam? That would be great. There we go. Okay, so ta-da! It's actually smaller than the other one was too, which is crazy. And that is a box that I will be keeping with the styrofoam in it for eventually when I get to move out of this place. So, you get done with the crinkling, and then I will talk for another minute or two, and then I think I will be done. Because I am done. I am emotionally done with today. It's been a day. I had to work this morning, so I am a little tired. Okay, that is the back of the machine. It looks like it's already threaded, and they've even got a little thing there. But yeah, with this one, this side opens for you to get in and thread things, but this part also, there we go, pops right open to get in there and not have to fight with the thing. Like I was complaining to the girl at the shop about having not small hands and trying to get my hands in there and get everything threaded. So that is, yeah, that will be much better. I even had the original manual and everything for the brother. I was like, look, it's even got the book and everything. So if somebody wants it, best of luck. May the odds be ever in their favor. So I know that unfortunately, especially with the state of the world, especially in America right now, that it is not necessarily financially feasible to just get the higher end thing when you need it. Unfortunately, sometimes we have to make do with the cheaper junk. Because sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Well, I think that goes the other way. Okay. Yes, it does. Sometimes you unfortunately just have to make do with the cheaper junk. But if it's something that you want and not something that you need at the moment, it's better to wait a little bit. Delay gratification and get the better quality thing so you don't have to deal with heap of shit microphones that don't work after 2 hours of troubleshooting and trying to connect them and that not working at all. Just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I have so many things I wanted to do this evening, but that took up so much of my energy. I think I'm gonna put some crap on the TV on Netflix and eat some chips and some cookies and call it a day. Because then I get the kids back extra this weekend because it's President's Day weekend, which I always get them for President's Day weekend because it tends to butt up against my birthday-ish. This year, unfortunately, it's near my birthday, but not quite that near because my birthday's Wednesday. But they are off school Friday and Monday, so I will get them Friday just before I go to work, and then I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But then I'm off Monday, so I'll get to spend one of those days with them before they have to go back to school, which will be nice. Hopefully Saturday and Sunday evening, because I work 9 to 3-ish on weekends, usually. Ish being the operative term, because sometimes when I can't get people in anywhere, if it's not a kid weekend, I will tack an extra person on the end of my day, and I will be doing massage from 9 a.m. until like 4:30 p.m. And that's a lot. God, that's a lot. But that's what I do sometimes, because that's why the people keep coming back to me, because I am as accommodating of their schedules as I can be. But anyway, the boys and I have been watching Stranger Things all the way from the beginning. I had only initially seen the first 2 seasons, partway into season 3, when my ex-husband and I were still married. And he decided to watch ahead of me in season 3. And so, because I think that is almost as horrid of a betrayal as infidelity, I was like, oh, I guess I will just never watch the show. But then when season 5 came out, everybody at school was talking about it, so the kids were interested, and I was like, well, let's give it a watch. Let's give it an episode or two, see if you like it. And Hunter was convinced he was going to hate it. Absolutely not going to like it because it's popular right now. He is very much my kid in that regard. If something is popular, he has to wait for the hype to die down to be able to enjoy it. Plus, by then, usually people have shut the hell up with their spoilers if you've been able to avoid them. And I have not seen any spoilers for season 5 yet. We are 2 episodes into season 5, so do not say a thing. No peeps. None. Please and thank you. But we are in season 5 now, and we started watching it like beginning of January. So, a month and a half ago. And after the first episode, Hunter was so ready for more. He was like, more? More? I was like, huh, thought you weren't gonna like it. What about that? How'd that work out? What happened to, oh, I'm not gonna like it, I don't want to watch it, everybody's talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's such a hipster. I know that hipsters aren't really a thing in the cultural zeitgeist anymore right now, but if you are a millennial or a Gen Z that is close to being a millennial, you will remember hipsters who can only enjoy something once it is no longer the hot topic of conversation, and I am very much one of those people, and my older son has unfortunately inherited that trait from me. And Hunter is 13 now. He turned 13 at the end of January. That's really weird and awful and wonderful at the same time. I'm going to be 40 next week, you guys. What the hell is life? 40. 40. What the crap? Yeah. On that note, delay gratification. Get the better quality thing when you can manage it, even if it means waiting longer than you would like to. Because you know it'll be worth it instead of having to buy 2 or 3 pieces of junk before you get the one good one. Like I said, I know it's not always possible, but when it comes to something that is a hobby item and not a necessity, wait and get the better one. And if you're like me and you use things like this for income, even if it's only a side hustle, tax write-offs. Expenses, y'all. Expenses. Microphone, sewing machine. Expenses. Lots of good stuff. So, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you and go stuff my face with salty snacks and sugary snacks and probably pour some more horror media down my eyeball holes because I have literally consumed nothing but horror books and media for the past year because the world is... How can you not? You know? Remember, take care of yourselves and each other. Drink your water. Be good to other human beings. Remember that not everything humanoid in appearance is actually a human, and I don't mean that in a fun paranormal romance kind of way. We are all just works in progress. I will catch you all in the next one because I don't know what the hell I'm saying anymore. So until then, where hopefully I will have updates about some writing and maybe talk about the reading that I did do last year and the reading I have done so far this year. Take care, Darklings.